Imagine you're playing Minecraft with your friend, when out of nowhere, they ask you this.
Yo, I found this leaked version of Minecraft. You want it?
I don't know.
Dude, come on, trust me.
Alright. But as you download it, you start to notice that things seem weird. You start hearing cursed sounds, noticing strange things, and even seeing other players in your worlds. But what is this secret version of Minecraft, and why does it exist? This is the story of Jason992, the kid in the intro who got the version sent to him by a friend. After he started noticing all the weird things occurring in his world, he created a YouTube channel to document it all, and his first video is where everything starts. The video opens with Jason creating a new world on the Minecraft version that his friend sent him. Up the top left we can see that it says Minecraft Black Edition and that multiplayer is disabled for some reason. He clicks single player and creates the world on a new slot, loading in and spawning on a beach. He breaks a tree, gets some wood and makes his basic tools before starting to explore some caves. Jason finds a spot he likes and starts to build a place to live. After a bit though, he runs out of cobblestone and has to leave his spot. But while he's mining, the fog randomly closes in on him. He takes notice of this and looks around in a state of confusion before going back to mining. He tries to continue building his house and he ends up running out of wood with just a single block remaining. But as he tries to go get more to finish his build, we hear a loud sound which seems to startle Jason. And as he looks around for a source, we see this black silhouette of a player for a single second before the figure disappears. Shook by what just happened, Jason leaves the world and the video ends. But now we have to wonder, who is this mysterious player and where did he come from? If we watch the YouTube video with subtitles on, we can see that when Jason notices the player, a set of Morse code appears. And when you check the comments, you can see it translates to I am Null, which means we now know this mysterious player's identity. Null. This is probably not the last time we're going to see this guy though, so remember it as we move on to episode 2, House Showcase. The video starts with Jason in his house and a notepad window open. He begins typing, "Sorry about that, my Bandicam cut." Above this, we can see earlier notes where he explains what happened in the previous video.
So I got access to this weird developer version of Minecraft. I mean, I don't know how my friend did it, but he got the file for it, and he's cool.
Then waiting a few lines before typing,
"I just hope that weird entity doesn't show up."
From this we can work out that Jason's playing a developer build of Minecraft, made only to be able to test the game, confirmed by the name of the window, Minecraft Black, only for developers. The last part being in all caps though seems suspicious, making it seem like a virus packaged as a test version. Jason unpauses the game and crafts some torches to light up his base, when suddenly the Minecraft music starts blasting at max volume. Confused, Jason types in his notepad,
"That's weird. Why didn't the start of Mice on Venus play?"
before returning to the game. But after a few seconds, we hear the weird sound again. Jason starts looking around, trying to see if the mysterious player appeared again, but found nothing. He retreats into his house and blocks up a door before typing,
"What was that sound?"
If we check the subtitles again, you can see the phrase, "I am Null." It's clear now that this sound has a direct correlation with Null, with both times we heard it coming within seconds of the subtitles. Jason types that he needs to get more wood and sets out in search for a tree. But when he finds the tree and starts to mine it, this happens. The game glitches and speeds up, killing Jason. So far, the game seems to always be glitching in one way or another, which isn't unexpected for a developer build, but this felt different. Speeding up the entire game and putting other players in your single player worlds is an entirely new level of buggy. So glitchy that it almost feels deliberate. Now we have to wonder, is this only the surface of this seemingly corrupted Minecraft version, or is there something deeper and darker waiting to be uncovered? Episode 3 begins with Jason at the main menu, his notepad open like always. He types out a simple intro, explaining that he's going to try and recover his gear after the events of the last episode, but as he loads into the world, something weird happens. He glitches through the floor of his house, taking note of this by typing,
"That was weird."
He crafts some basic tools and then sets out to the place where he died, stopping to grab some stone on the way. But while he makes his way over there, he runs into a deep cave that piques his interest. He makes his way back to the house to take some torches and explore the cave. But as soon as he gets down to the bottom, he hears some cave noises that seem to spook him, prompting him to leave the cave almost instantly. Eventually, he returns to where he died, only to see a creeper hole with no loot. He keeps exploring, and that's when we catch a small but strange detail, a half-broken tree. Jason doesn't seem to notice it at all, but if you remember, Jason's been recording every second of the world since he created it, apart from that one episode where his recording cut. But we've never seen him mine this tree, so either he cut it down in the episode that we never saw, or someone or something else did. Jason continues exploring until he finds a new cave that looks interesting, but while he's digging for coal, he mines into another cave and stares into the darkness, almost like he sees something that we can't. He exits the cave and types,
"Next video I'll go mining, but the cave sounds are creepy,"
before saying goodbye and ending the video. This video is probably the most important one we've seen so far. From the mysterious tree to the caves, the world itself seems less stable than before. If we go by the logic on the same two videos, there's likely something hidden in the subtitles again. Sure enough, just near the end, when Jason stares into the cave, we see a message which when decoded reads, "Join us, Jason." But this line raises even more questions. Who is us? We've only seen Null so far, the mysterious figure that appeared near Jason's house without explanation in episode 1. But this message suggests that there are others, possibly more entities in similar fashion to Null. Maybe Null was just the beginning, a calm before the storm of other entities. It makes me wonder, was this world ever truly under Jason's control, or was he purely a guest the entire time? Jason opens the video by telling us that he's going to go mining, and updates us on what happened when he wasn't recording.
"Hello everyone, I'm back, and this time I'm gonna go mining off camera. I got a few more torches so I don't run out. And I got a surprise for you back at the house."
He starts exploring the cave before claiming that it sucks and leaving. While he's on the way to find another cave, the music starts randomly playing again, unprompted with no intro. This has been a recurring theme at this point, happening in every episode except 3, but what does it even mean? While searching for a cave, Jason finds a dungeon sticking out of a mountain wall. He kills the mobs inside and then loots the chest, getting excited over all the good stuff he finds. So far the video seems normal, but as Jason continues to explore around the world, the sun starts setting. From what we learn earlier, Jason doesn't like the dark, choosing to carry torches everywhere he goes. He hurries back to his base to skip the night, but as he's returning, we hear the sound again. It startles Jason, but he continues on as normal. He returns to his house and seems relieved, typing, "Thank God I made it just in time." Jason nearly dies trying to fend off a zombie as he blocks up his door, stating that he's just going to stay in his house and trying to find armor ASAP before the video ends. There's not a huge amount of takeaway from this video, despite it being the longest one yet. The only thing that really happened was the sound again. If we go back to when it happened, we can see a subtitle appear, reading, "I'm here." By this point, we haven't seen Null since episode 1, so is the entity stalking Jason even the same one anymore? We know from last episode that there's multiple that exist, so who is the entity that's seemingly following him, and what are its true intentions? But something I do know is your intentions, which is subscribing to the channel, right? These videos take a long time to make, and subscribing helps me make the videos I want to. It's free and means a lot. Back to the video. The video opens with Jason in his house again, as he tells us that he plans to go mining for armor.
"Hello everybody, today we'll be going mining to get armor."
But as he leaves to search for a cave, the weird sound happens again. For the first time since episode 1, we finally see the figure again. It comes paired with some binary code in the subtitles, which, when translated, reads,
"Come join us, Jason. You will finally be happy."
If we go back to the previous video, the subtitles also read, "Join us, Jason." But once again, who is us and why do they want Jason to join them? Jason pauses the game and starts typing in his notes again.
You guys saw that too, right? It was standing right here. Someone please screenshot that and send it to me.
He continues to go mining and get some iron before returning back to base. He tells us his bandicam is about to run out and the video ends. Jason commences the video by telling us that he wants to add a second story onto his house,
"Hello everybody, today we'll be adding a second story to our awesome base."
adding on that he needs to go collect wood. He cuts down some trees before stopping by the beach to grab some sand for windows. But as he's returning back to base, a wave of darkness appears over the world as time seems to speed up for just a second. Jason doesn't think much of it and just heads inside the house to start smelting the sand. But while he's crafting his logs into planks, music starts randomly playing again, like it has been the past few episodes. This time though, it was a lot louder than usual, but Jason still doesn't really take notice, instead explaining what he's going to do with his house remodel. He crafts some more stairs and starts building a staircase to the second floor. But while he's designing his staircase, we hear the sound of an Enderman, but Enderman weren't added until beta 1.8, the same update as Hunger, which Jason doesn't have, so why would there be an Enderman in a version where they didn't exist? Jason goes on to finish his staircase as he starts work on the walls of the second floor. He eventually finishes up on the second floor and heads back down to smelt some more sand, stopping to type that he's going to have to get more wood and coal. But as he heads upstairs, he hears the sound again. Jason frantically looks around to try to find the entity. There's nothing to be found. He stops to type in his notepad, saying,
"There it is. Again, what's with that glitch?" Where is that guy?
That guy, obviously referring to Null, or the mysterious entity that we've seen twice now. Jason checks all of his windows, trying to find where the entity is, but he doesn't succeed in doing so. As the night ends, Jason leaves his house again, to get the wood and coal that he mentioned needing earlier. After collecting the wood, he returns back to craft it to planks, heading upstairs to break the cobblestone he used as a placeholder yesterday. But when he returns downstairs to craft up some chests, he hears the sound again. Although this time, he seems unfazed. Jason returns upstairs to complete his house before coming back down to take a photo in front of it as the video ends. After watching this video, my entire view has changed. Why was there a teleport sound effect if Endermen weren't in the game yet? Was it possible that the sound was made by the same entities seen previously? They have been known to appear and disappear, so it's not completely out of the question. But what if these weren't just random entities and actually an early development version of an Enderman? So now we have to wonder, are the entities actually just bugs in the game? Or were they created intentionally for a more malicious reason? The video opens with Jason at the main menu, as he tells us that he's going to be getting more iron, but as he goes to join the world, he finds that it just disappeared. Jason, confused, types,
What the? Where is my world? Did someone delete it? My progress is gone.
He decides to just suck it up and create a new world, getting the same basic resources again before scouting for another base location. He starts building on his house before the creepy glitch sound plays again. But once again, no entity is in sight. After this happens, he notices that a fire has started in the forest. He attempts to put it out, but there's no point as it's spreading so fast. Jason's bandicam runs out and he ends up leaving for a bit, but returns an hour later to find the entire forest and his house burnt down. Jason decides to relocate to avoid his house burning down again, building a new one inside of a cave. While building though, Jason gets into a fight with a zombie, leaving him at just half a heart. But when he breaks a block in the wall, the zombie manages to finish him off. Jason respawns in the forest from spawn, which is now entirely burnt down. Jason decides to just create another world. He gets some wood again, but while he's searching for a base, he finds this glitched block with no texture. It probably means nothing though. He creates a new base before saying that his bandicam's gonna run out again and ending the video. One thing we can immediately say about this video is that the glitch sound effect seems to be the cause of burning down the forest, almost like one of the entities did it themselves. And if we check the subtitles, we get a cipher that translates to "have some fire," seemingly confirming that theory. We can tell from this point that the subtitles seem to be the entity's way of speaking to Jason, and the fact that they're lighting fires in his world probably means they are very angry with him. Maybe he's invading somewhere he shouldn't be, and this is their way of preventing that. Unfortunately, there's not a lot more we can take away from this video, as pretty much nothing happened apart from the big fire. But maybe we'll find our answer in the finale. Episode 8, I'm Here. The video starts off with a new view that we haven't seen before, one where we can see Jason's desktop and he doesn't have Notepad open. The video starts with Jason in a new house, though it's one that looks unfamiliar. He starts by smelting up some food and crafting himself some armor, but when Jason goes to exit the house, the sound plays again. This time accompanied by a music disc. The music disc is titled C418 I'm Here with a smiley face. This is obviously not a real music disc, so how did it start playing and where is it coming from? Jason looks around, confused, before going to grab some water from the pond. If we listen to this music disc, we can tell that it's a reverse version of Sweden. Jason leaves his house to go light up the surrounding area, but then he breaks the torches immediately after. He then returns to his base as the video cuts. There's a lot to unpack from this video. First being the subtitles when the glitch happens. The subtitles translate to "sounds a little quiet, let's add some music," with the same creepy smiley face from the title and music name. But what did the name of the music disc actually mean? I think it's pretty obvious that it means that something's there with him, but who or what is it? By the time the video ends, we really didn't get most of our questions answered, leaving everything up to imagination. Music seems to be a big part of the channel, with almost every video containing a Minecraft song playing completely unprompted, but we never got any closure on what it means. But was there ever any more entities than just Null? And who was the us that they spoke of? Were all of these entities players that used to play this version before, whose souls were forever trapped in here to haunt those who decided to play it now? What if Null was just Jason's friend the entire time, and the whole thing was an elaborate prank on him? There's so many possibilities that we really can't narrow it down to just one, and the video never gives us closure. But what happened to Jason after this last video? It came to such an abrupt ending that the only possible thing that could have happened was they got him.